doing? Welcome back to Off-Grid Stoves and More. Today's an awesome day. What are you talking about? Well, let me tell you. We're starting up a email list that is going to have a lot of spectacular deals to save you a lot of money in the off season. This is for you technicians that are called out in order to work on people's stove that are smart enough to prepare their stove for the winter, and you DIYers out there that take your stoves apart, clean them all out on a 2 to 3 year basis. You change out your snap discs, or you change out your fuse. Many different things, along with cleaning your chimney and the internal parts of your Austroflamm or your Rika. So what we are offering here is, there you go. That was probably ticking a lot of you off. Please forgive Fred. Yes, Fred is still alive. He's still kicking. And he is, matter of fact, he's getting fat, and he's stronger than ever, other than he can't walk. So Julie and I just don't have, we raised him by hand from a little quackling. We're still feeding him. We're still putting him in his pool, giving him pool time and hanging out with the rest of the clan. So forgive me if he starts going off. But anyhow, back to the awesome program that we're doing. We're starting up an email list. The email list is going to notify all of you loyal followers who click subscribe and you follow all of our emails. There's hundreds of you that follow us on a regular basis, chat with me, and ask questions, which, Julie and I are more than happy to do. But obviously, it's a little bit harder in the winter time when everybody's cold, stoves are malfunctioning because they're being used. And, again, Austroflamms have been around since 1990. And I just took a Rika 2, I believe a 2006, in on trade. And the last video I put up showed, the video was called Rika stove shutting down or not starting. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. I made it last week, but I showed the horizontal chamber, and most importantly, this stove had cage nut sealant that was original, and that never came up in a conversation in dealing with this individual. And when I got it here in the shop, I seen that there was some serious air leakage problems, which will make the stove malfunction and throw air codes. And again, for you out there that are just, let's just say you bought a house and it's got a Rika stove in it, and you really don't know anything about it, you can write us, and we will give you, we'll send you a manual on how to operate it. And anyhow, this gentleman never replaced the high temp silicone that seals the cage nuts, and you'll see it in the video. At the beginning of the month, I will put a video on for the special of the month. Now, I might run, who knows, 1, 2, 3 specials. I've got a lot of inventory on a lot of parts that nobody else has. And, it's something that realistically, Austroflamm and Rika parts are gold. We do have a very solid relationship with Austroflamm, and we talk with them. Matter of fact, we spoke with them today, and I can tell you that there are some parts that they no longer distribute. Okay, so unless we go out and manufacture parts on our own in order to keep the stoves up and running, we have to go to other alternatives, which we're not really happy about but if it's our only way to help you folks out there and keeping these stoves running, we might have to deal with China. Now, those parts just might start skyrocketing. Here it is, first week of April, and we're having issues. The United States is having issues with China right now. And there's some monster tariffs being talked about, which means that Chinese parts are probably going to start jumping up there. Who knows, maybe as high as American-made parts. But, if at all possible, I believe that you that have followed us realize that we always try to sell you American-made parts or parts from Austria that are still being distributed. And again, at times there's no choice. I don't have a choice. A lot of times when you purchase parts from across the world, let me just put it that way, you have to purchase in high volume. Let's just say auger motors. Well, you can pretty much get anything to work if it's somewhat close to the specs of Austroflamm's functioning parameters. But I can guarantee you it's not the parameters that Austroflamm designed this stove to operate at. So you might find that if you get a cheap auger motor, for one, the cheap auger motors are going to be very noisy and they're going to vibrate and they're going to be short-lived. We do have other auger motors that we have purchased out of, I'm having a brain fade here, you got to forgive me. Anyhow, it's not China, it's in Europe. I can't tell you exactly where, but it is something that we always try to make sure that you have quality parts going back into your Austroflamm. Otherwise, what's going to happen is there's going to be Austroflamms floating around out there with garbage igniters, garbage combustion motors, convection fans, auger motors, igniters. If I didn't say igniters already, you have to excuse me. It's been a long day already and it's only 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But I know that the hundreds of you that are loyal followers and you chat with me and you follow all the videos, you realize, and I believe that you've gained confidence in us, that Julie and I are going to have your back, and we're going to do anything that we possibly can to make sure that Mama stays happy, because we understand when Mama's not happy, the world slows down and things just are not good. So we want to keep you warm, keep you happy, and get you troubleshooting advice as quick as possible so that you're not cold and you're not without heat. And some of you out there are in states that this year you have written me and basically let me know that you're in -degree temperatures and your Austroflamm is the only thing that's keeping your family warm and safe. Trust me, Julie and I have to go out. We live in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and it takes us about a half hour in order to get to USPS. It takes us 45 minutes to get to UPS or FedEx stores. But, we're willing to go that extra mile. That if you're in that position, all we're going to ask you to do is pay the overnight fee. We're not going to, ask for any other funds and for our time or our fuel, anything like that, in order to help you out. So that's what we do. Okay. So back to it. For all of you out there that want to save money, and I can tell you, I'm going to have some pretty incredible deals throughout the summer. You're going to want to see them. I really don't want to give away what some of the big deals are. I'm even going to throw in a few giveaways throughout the summer that some of you might be really excited about, just for being loyal followers. Now, there is one thing, and I know this is up to 11, 12 minutes already, but please hang in there and stick with me here. So from May until August, the end of August, we're going to give 10% off, just flat rate off of everything that we sell, okay? Now, back to the story that I was beginning to tell you about. A gentleman wrote me and pretty much said that in my comments, I put that Austroflamm is the best stove that's ever been made. And I even had in my opinion, written in there. And he just, had to let me know that I was wrong, that there's another product out there that is just as good as Austroflamm. And I just said, cool, man. I said, to each their own. Everybody gets to, everybody. It's like selling Ford parts and you state that, you believe that Ford is the best. I mean, I like Dodge and Mopar. Okay, I'm sure I'm probably going to get some comments or some thumbs down on that comment right there. But there you go. That's a perfect example that, everybody has their own opinion. Everybody likes what, especially if they're in the business of pellet stoves or have a stove store and they sell any other brand other than Austroflamm and Rika due to the fact that there aren't any left to sell on people's floors. So for me, they like me to stay neutral. A lot of times they don't want me to give my opinion if it's going to potentially affect how people think about another product. I understand. If I say something in one of my videos, I ask you, please don't take it personally. I'm not out there to upset any of you. I'm only here in order to assist any way I can, to keep you running and to offer parts. Okay, if you would like to get on our emailing list and receive 1 or 2 or 3 part specials for Austroflamm and Rika a month, email me at offgridstovesandmore@gmail.com, and in subject, just put in email list. I will put you in the system and you will start getting the deals. And these stoves are going to continue to burn. If Julie and I have it our way, we're always going to have parts for them one way or another. And again, Austroflamm and Rika stoves are very dependable, very reliable. And stay tuned. We have a lot more Rika 2 videos coming your way that many of you have asked us to put on. But up until this point, you've understood that Austroflamm and Rika stoves are pretty much identical in the way of the body. It's only the electronics and a motor, possibly 2, especially these days, since some aren't being distributed, that are different. Okay? Thank you again. One last thing. I want to say thank you to all you veterans and first responders out there for everything that you do and everything that you sacrifice in keeping our streets and country safe. You guys stay safe out there. Peace. Okay, the time has finally come, ladies and gentlemen, to reveal what the big deal is from now until May 1st or until the 10 that I'm going to be giving away for $99. These are $165 normally, and we're going to go ahead and give 10 away for $99. Now, if you don't know already, there are 2 different styles of burn pots out there, and we manufactured our own burn pot according to the original specs from way back in the day that has proven to burn the cleanest, burn the hottest in the Austroflamm and the Rika, okay? I'm gonna pop the video up here of the Austroflamm burn pots, and I would like you to watch it in order to understand what is going on. Now, the burn pots that have been floating around out there, and by the way, burn pots are very hard to come by, they have a tendency to burn very rich. A lot of soot buildup, the glass is dirtier, it plugs up the heat exchange system, and so forth. Okay, it's because it allows too much oxygen into the burn pot, which then creates a rich burn. Our burn pots are designed to burn hotter, cleaner, and some of you Rika individuals out there that are burning a poor quality pellet, maybe a pulp pellet, have great success with our burn pots due to the fact that because it allows your stove to burn at a hotter temperature, you can get away with it. But you Rika owners out there, understand that you can change the setting on your stove from FU1 to FU2 in order to adjust for a dirty quality pellet, okay? If you haven't seen that video, look for it on our channel and get caught up on that. Or go ahead and email us and Julie or I will send you the link to the video, okay? $99 a piece. Please, only one per household, okay? Once the 10 are gone, instead of 165, Julie and I will go ahead and take 10% off of any burn pot number 11 and on, okay? So that's still a $16 savings or whatever. And, you know, hey, that's a couple of Starbucks, maybe a tomato panini, you know, roasted tomato panini. I mean, if you haven't tried it, try it. It's pretty awesome. Now, I do want to help you understand the next deal or two. We're going to have a pellet stove or two that we're going to take a significant amount of money discounted off of it in order to help reduce our inventory on a pellet stove or two. Okay, so stay tuned for that, especially if you're remodeling or you just moved into another house or into a new home and you need a new heat source. This just might benefit you. Alrighty? Thanks a lot. You guys stay safe out there. Peace.